Hello, Virgo. So here is a general reading about what's kind of in your energy or what's going on right now. These are general. Sorry, the dog is growling. These are general readings, so take what works and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But let's see what the cards have to say for you. But always remember, you are the master of your own destiny. But let's see what the cards have to say. So first up, in what the basis of this reading is about, you have the Six of Pentacles. In your current energies, you have the Eight of Pentacles. In your near future, you have the Ten of Cups. Your challenge regarding this, or currently, is the Knight of Wands reversed, and what is recommended for you is the Chariot. So the Six of Pentacles can represent something that you're kind of giving and receiving to. It could be friendships, family, romance, love, whatever, hobbies, work, but you're you're in this energy of giving to, you're not over giving, you're giving what you can, but it's definitely a card of kind of maybe balancing certain things out. But to me, this is a card of balancing it out comfortably. Like the Two of Pentacles is a little bit of a juggling. It's a little bit almost like you might be over here and then you're over here. You're trying to juggle two things at once, and it's a little card of you're one step away from dropping one of the balls. But the Six of Pentacles is my card of being more in a comfortable position where you're able to give your time, energy, finances, resources, whatever, to something or multiple things, but you're not feeling overly drained. So that's really, really good. But it is a card of having something, I don't want to say relying on you, but something or someone is asking you for help, or there's a situation that you are an integral part of helping grow or expand or kind of nurture in a way. So, and right now with your current energies, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could represent work or a career, hobby, or something. Because you know what? When we have hobbies, they're not always fun. Oh, I have some hobbies. Not always fun. Sometimes it's very, very frustrating. So it could even represent anything that you're really working on, you're trying to perfect. Because the Eight of Pentacles, it's about attention to detail, doing something multiple times to try to figure out how to better it, trying something out, seeing the results, what am I going to do differently about it next time to help it make it even better. So this could be something that you're working on. This could even represent that, at work, you are either in charge of multiple departments, or you're in charge of multiple people or scenarios or situations, or even if you're part of like an organization like the Orchid Club or something. Like my mom was part of the Orchid Club. So it could be something that you're part of that is relying on you, and now you're trying to either streamline or perfect the process a little bit to get a better outcome. So the Eight of Pentacles, it's also a card to me of kind of learning and honing your craft, honing the skill regarding this. I know, Jesse, I know. But the Ten of Cups here, Jesse, honey, calm down. The Ten of Cups is the happy family card. I think whatever this is, you're going to have some success. I think you're going to actually be very satisfied with the results. The cups represent your emotions, so I think you're going to be very proud of this. Sometimes this could represent that maybe things are not 100% perfect, but you find satisfaction with it and within it, and you find like, I don't want to say pride, but you find, I don't even want to say contentment, because I feel like this is more what word do I want to use? It might not be perfect, but you're very satisfied with the results, and you're in a very good place with it. There's a word I want to use, and I can't think of it at this moment. Sorry. So anyway, so this is extremely positive. The Ten of Cups in this situation, you're going to find fulfillment. And then with the Knight of Wands in reverse here, this is indicating that your challenge is that you might not be feeling as confident as you should. There might be something where you're not really, I don't want to say feeling energetic, but you could be feeling a little worn out, because the Six of Pentacles, this is kind of big energy. I don't think you're overly worn out, but maybe whatever this is, maybe with its Eight of Pentacles, there's been a few setbacks. Because that's part of the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. And sometimes when you work on things, they don't always come out perfectly. There's always some, oh, I should have done this differently, or next time I'm going to do this. And it's a work in progress. And sometimes when you have these setbacks in the moment, you're like, oh, I don't know if this is meant for me. But I think the Knight of Wands in reverse here is saying that even though you're feeling maybe your confidence is a little shaken, you're maybe not as confident or as outgoing during this time, it could be that you just are feeling a little bit drained too. That is a challenge that you're going to need to kind of be aware of and overcome. But what's recommended with the Chariot is you're going to do it. Just keep moving forward. The Chariot, he's a man on a mission. He is getting out of a comfort zone. He's going into a territory he's never been before. He's going to hit up obstacles. The Chariot always represents like, you're going to hit up obstacles, but you're going to figure out a way around those obstacles, over those obstacles, through the obstacles. You're going to get past it and you're going to get to your end goal. You just have to keep pushing forward. You just do not stop. Like if you hit an obstacle, figure out how to fix the obstacle or get around the obstacle. So this is what's recommended, is to keep pushing forward. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, you might be feeling, is this worth it? Is this worth the time, effort? Am I even capable of doing this? Do I even have the energy or the stamina for this? But I definitely think in your near future with the Ten of Cups, I think you're going to be pushing right through and you're going to get to this, like, this happiness card, this being extremely satisfied with the results and just satisfied with yourself. So you just got to keep pushing, because I feel like you're almost there. I feel like with the Ten of Cups, you're almost at your Ten of Cups regarding the situation. You just have a few more obstacles that you got to kind of push right through, bulldoze right through. But let's see what other cards we get for you guys. Okay, first up, we have Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. So, I wonder if with this Chariot, I wonder if certain situations are going to arise that might be a little bit challenging, or if you're going through a situation right now that is challenging. Sometimes it's weird because sometimes I know I go through something and I'm like, how the hell am I going to get through this? But I don't always know all the parts of the situation. So I only see it on a very, I guess, flat surface. I don't see anything behind or around it. And then sometimes the situation kind of almost resolves itself, or there's a piece of it that all of a sudden comes to light. And then I'm like, okay. And you take that opportunity or you go around it and then you resolve the situation. So there might be something right now that you need to kind of be paying attention to that might either resolve any problems or a problem that you're having, or there's something that needs to still be coming to light for you. So just be aware of that. And then Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Because this is saying that sometimes you just have to have faith. I wonder if, because with the Six of Pentacles, if you're this part where you're helping other people, and they might be helping you as well, but you're involved with other people, I wonder if there's something going on with one of the other people that you don't really realize quite yet. And maybe something's gonna be kind of coming to light, or you're gonna find out some information, and it's gonna help you kind of move forward in a way. But I think this is saying that if you feel stuck or you feel like you don't really know how to take action, because with the Knight of Wands, in the upright, I see him as being very confident. He's very decisive in his actions and he's very sure of himself. But in the reverse, I feel like he almost might not have quite the direction. He doesn't know exactly which way to go. He might feel depleted. He might feel like he doesn't have his fighting spirit with him, lacking confidence. So there might be something that you need to move in a certain direction, but you're not entirely sure which direction to move in. I think you need to still continue on this, but I wonder if there's something that's going to start happen or come up where it's going to help you push past any of the obstacles that you're experiencing. But sometimes if you don't know anything else or you don't know what to do, sometimes just having faith in something beyond you just helps. Even sometimes it's like, okay, somehow I'm going to get through this. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I'm going to have faith that I'm going to get through this. And sometimes all of a sudden something happens and we take that opportunity and we do get through it. So it just might be something that you just have to, when all else fails in a sense, just have faith. Even have faith in yourself. And you have this word that I can't ever pronounce, but it says, remember your worth. And I think this is important because I feel like with the Knight of Wands in reverse, if you're feeling a little depleted or not really sure of what you're doing or how to do something, you just have to remember your worth. Because I think with the Six of Pentacles, I think that you're an integral part of this situation. I think whatever it is, you're almost like the one running it in a sense, and not necessarily in a leadership role. It doesn't have to be, it could be, but it could be something that you're just naturally gifted or you have some type of natural ability or people come to you for help because maybe you're very skilled at something. It could even be that you're the parent and, your children are coming to you because you're the parent. But I think that you're definitely working on something. But I think within this, if you're hitting some setbacks, trying to perfect whatever you're doing, you just need to remember that you're capable of doing this, because I think the Ten of Cups is like right around the corner for you. And this is really good. This is about satisfaction and happiness and being content and just being really like, just feeling emotionally like everything is in the right place right now. So I think this is on the horizon for you. I just think you have a few little bumps in the road that you need to get past. Now you have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Now, this is totally about being generous of spirit and even the watch and wait. Love is coming. So that whatever this could be, your Ten of Cups is coming, but you might you might almost be feeling you're stuck on pause right now. But I think something is coming in for you. Just sometimes things take a little time. Sometimes things take a little bit of time. But just have faith. Okay, and playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I think, because I feel like this is a little bit a work energy here. Work or whatever you're working on. You could be retired and you're still working. You could be working on your house, working on the car, working on your garden. It could be whatever. So I think that you need to kind of allow yourself a little bit of fun. If you've been really fixated or focusing on some aspect of your life and you're feeling a little bit drained, or not even, I don't want to say drained, because I don't necessarily know if I feel it's 100% drained. I think it's more like you might not know exactly how to push it forward. You could be working on it. You could be hitting like almost like a roadblock with it a little bit. Sometimes if you go out and do something completely different and give yourself a break, when you come back to it, you actually figure out the problems. That happens to me quite often. So this is also reminding you, have fun. You live here once, you might as well enjoy it a little bit. And attract. Like the moon and the ocean, you attract good things into your life. And I think this is extremely positive. And this is about having faith as well. Like you have to have faith that the good things are coming to you. And if you're feeling a little stuck or a little aimless at the moment, you're going to get through it. Have faith that you're going to overcome any obstacles that you might be having. And you are going to get your Ten of Cups. Because I feel like the Ten of Cups is right around the corner for you. You're almost there. But you just need to kind of go through some of these little blocks, road bumps a little bit. But just stay positive in it and believe that you're going to attract what you want. And then you have third eye chakra, dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So this could be you have to pay attention to your dreams, or it even could be reminding you whatever that you're working on or whatever this Six of Pentacles represents for you. It could be something that you really believe in. It could be like a charity or something that you really, really believe in and that you've been kind of diligently trying to perfect or hone in a sense. And sometimes you need to remind yourself, because when you feel this aimless energy in a sense, this kind of not really sure what to do next or how to go about something, sometimes you just need to come back to the foundation of why did you start this in the first place? What does this really mean for you? Is your vision for this or your dream for this the same as it was when you first started it? And if it's not, is there a way to kind of reshift it back to where it was meant to be? So, and I think this is also about attracting in a way, because if you continue to put out there what your dreams are, what you want, it helps it attract to you. Now, hello, Sea of Tranquility. Bye-bye, dumbass bullshit. And I think that's fantastic. Words of wisdom right here. Words of wisdom. So I think that if you're feeling a little bit with this Knight of Wands, this little bit like not really sure what you're doing, because he's very active. So I think I see him as, if he's not sure what he's, if he's not really sure what he's doing, he's not going to be just relaxed about it. He's going to be very, I don't want to say in his head, but he's going to be very kind of antsy about it. He's not going to really know how to go forward. He's not going to be chill. It's going to be like, okay, he's not the type to be like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to Netflix and chill today and I'm not going to think about it. I think he would be overthinking about it. So some of you might be overthinking certain things, so you might need to kind of have a little of this playfulness, trust the divine and divine guidance and welcome your sea of tranquility. Maybe by doing something different, more playful, or just doing something completely different, it might help calm any dumbass bullshit going on in your mind. So, because I definitely think it's recommended that you continue forward, but sometimes within continuing forward, the best way to do it is almost to take a step away from the situation and take a break and then come back to it. Because sometimes I know with me, I come back to it and I do things differently than I was doing before. So sometimes within that, you actually are more productive because you've solved the problem. Okay, next up, you can throw in the towel or you can use it to wipe the sweat off your face. And this is going with the Chariot. He's not throwing in any towels. Oh, no. He's going to have some flat tires and everything, but he's going to figure it out. He's not stopping. Even if he has to walk, he's getting there. So I just think this is saying that if you are experiencing a little bit of this, a little setback energy, a little bit of not really sure what you're doing, just continue on. Don't give up, because there's nothing here saying give up, because your Ten of Cups is right around the corner. Now, we have, for your little Bob Ross, you have, it's life. It's interesting. It's fun. And this is still reminding you to be playful and have fun. Not everything in life is perfect. No. And sometimes with this Eight of Pentacles, if you're trying to do something and you're getting a little bit frustrated with the process, it's still the process. It's the process of frustration. But I think it's just saying that you just need to have a little bit of fun. Don't be so serious all the time. Like the Joker said, why so serious? Anyway, and second Bob Ross quote that came up is, talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do. Let me read that again. Talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do. And this is going with the Eight of Pentacles, because this guy is practicing over and over and over again, and he's tweaking and he's figuring out, and he's getting frustrated too, but each time he's learning something. So this is saying as long as you're doing it, you're going to get it. You're going to figure it out. But sometimes within that, taking a step back from it will be beneficial, but you have to always come back to it. So, and now your little affirmation card, you have, today I feel good. Today I know deep down that I can't read. Okay, today I feel good. Today I know deep down that I look good, feel good, and I am a good person. There you go. So you're a good person, you look good, you feel good, and you got to know that deep down. And that could help with this Knight of Wands in reversed a little bit. If you tell yourself that might just help with that. And for your little stress relief and self-care card, you have wiping the slate clean, objective, problem solving. Think of a problem or something that is bothering you. Picture yourself standing in front of a whiteboard. Think of all the ways you have already tried but failed. Wipe all those images off the whiteboard. Ask your higher mind for new ideas and write down the first thing that comes into your mind. Now, this is very interesting because I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, he's done a lot of things. Even with the Six of Pentacles, it could have been that you invested time, energy, and resources into something that wound up screwing you a little bit too. Like that didn't go quite well. But this is card of still willing to be open, to willing to help, willing to put the work in. But the Eight of Pentacles is now being like, okay, well, where was my time, energy, resources best utilized? So this guy's analyzing that. Like, where was all of this best utilized? Where did I get the best results? What was the best results? So I think this is saying also, because even asking your higher mind for ideas, sometimes it's like you just having to have the faith, you know, because you have be generous of spirit and having faith here. Sometimes you just have to have the faith and even allow yourself, because with the playfulness, I'm telling you, sometimes when you step away for something, even if it's just for a little bit, you come back to it different. You feel more refreshed. You might be willing to think about things in a different way. It just helps with the process. And I think if you feel like you're getting bogged down, because maybe the Knight of Wands here is in reverse, because maybe some of your past failures, you're kind of like focusing on them a little bit too much instead of just wiping them clean. Maybe it's like, well, I tried all these things and all this didn't work. And now why do I think the next thing is going to work? So you need to flip him upside, you need to flip him the right side up, because he's going to be very like, oh, I can do this. I'm going to continue to do this. He's very optimistic, and you might be feeling very pessimistic right now, but you need to be optimistic, because the Ten of Cups, I feel like it's right around the corner. You're going to get to the goal, whatever the goal represents for you. You just need to kind of shift it up a little bit. So this is very, very, and problem solving as the objective, because I feel like this is maybe more of a, like I said, work, hobby related, or situation where you're putting in the work. It could be like you're taking care of your grandkids, and now your grandkids come home. I guess it's summer over here though, but maybe they're in summer school. They come home, maybe they go to camp or something. They come home with some kind of problem that you got to figure out. There's homework or some type of activity. They could have gotten a puzzle off of Amazon, and it might be a little bit more advanced, and now you have to figure out how to help them solve the puzzle or whatever it is. Or they could be doing something that you have no idea what they're doing, or want to participate in some type of creative project, and it's new for you, and you're just kind of trying to make it work out. So whatever this is, I definitely think is, especially with a Chariot, he's about hitting up problems and solving those problems as well. So problem solving is the objective currently. And for your spirit of the dish that shall be with you during this time, you have the spirit of the mini tree, which is the spirit of the broccoli. Okay, so now let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay, so for your dinner and a movie, you have Chinese food and comedy films. For the energies that you either need to be aware of or tap into, you have Geminis. And Geminis is about communication and thought processes. And they kind of are a little bit of the devil's advocates. They see things in different kind of ways, and they can kind of assess those ways accordingly. So that is very good, because you might need to kind of think about things in multiple ways at this time. And you also have Scorpio, and this is about transformation and major changes. And I think you are going through some type of transformation, and I feel like I think you're going to have a breakthrough. I think there's definitely some kind of breakthrough on the horizon with this, but you might be feeling like you're in this, you might need some kind of mental transformation, or changing up the way you're thinking, or something has to shift up a little bit. And you have two of these Uranuses here, and this is about independence and eccentricity. So you might have to come at something a little bit more independent than how it was, even outside the box. You might have to come out something completely outside the box a little bit. And you have the 5th house. This is passion, love, success, and creativity. And then you have the 9th house, which represents higher education, growth, expansion, religion, and philosophy. So when you have the number 1, so that means a special guest that'll be answering your question today, Virgos, will be the Magic 8 Ball. Think of those questions. He'll be out here shortly. So we have V, K, M, D, N, G, E, 598. Oh, and we have the little bunny rabbit. So this guy, he's a professional bunny rabbit because he's wearing clothes. So I kind of feel like you have to just, I don't want to say fake it till you make it, but if he wasn't wearing this jacket, he would just be the everyday bunny rabbit. But because he woke up one day and he was like, no, I'm a professional bunny rabbit. He put on this jacket and now he's a professional bunny rabbit. So I think you just need to kind of still either step into the energy that you're trying to get your 10 of Cups with, and just, even if you have to pretend, just fake it till you make it in a way. Like, because as long as you are in that energy and you're like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm still going to continue to do this, eventually you will become that. You will be that energy. Even if you don't feel like you're quite that energy right now, you will gain that. You'll gain that kind of experience. Because sometimes it's like the fake it till you make it is because you're new at something and you feel like you're new, you don't have the experience, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the full understanding of the situation or whatever it is. So faking it till you make it is just kind of you being like, okay, well, today I'm going to do this. I've never done this before, but I'm going to do this. And then the more you do it, you're like, yeah, okay, I'm getting a little bit better. I'm still new at this. I'm not as seasoned as some of these other people within this realm, but I'm still doing it. And then you'll eventually come into a level of confidence because now you're seasoned, you've done it a lot, and now you become that, like you've stepped into that. So you just have to put your little, whatever it is on, your little clothes of confidence, whatever makes you feel confident or whatever it is, and just kind of continue in that, being that role or working within that energy of that role of what you're trying to be. So that's him. Now, we have love, and that's really great. And I think that the love is kind of going with this 10 of Cups here because the cups really represent like emotions and things that you really love and everything. So there might be something that that you're working on that really is going to bring you a sense of satisfaction and joy, whatever this represents. So, and I think sometimes you have to remind yourself why you're doing this. So that's really, really good. Now, okay, it is time. Here he is. Okay, Virgos, think of those questions. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Virgo's question? It says, don't count on it. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.